Shrek Forever After is the fourth Shrek film. This was released in 2010. It's directed by Mike Mitchell and it's written by Josh Klausner and Darren Lemke. And obviously, we have a brilliant voice cast, including Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, Antonio Banderas. I could go on. Voice cast, absolutely brilliant. And it's definitely not a bad film. What's kind of impressive about this is that it has 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb across 227,000 reviews and ratings. Even for a first sequel, that would be impressive. But for the fourth film, that is amazing. And honestly, I really thoroughly enjoyed this one. I don't know where I'd rank it if I were to rank all of the Shrek films, but certainly it's a lot of fun. And it's all about being careful what you wish for. Because Shrek is now a father, life is very busy. It's very different to the life he used to know when it was just Shrek on his own in his swamp. And he's in a foul mood, storms out, fed up of absolutely everything. And he makes a deal with Rumpelstiltskin. In exchange for one day from his childhood, he gets a chance to go back to the way things were. However, it doesn't go according to plan. And I don't want to say any more than that. I don't want to give away too much because I think it is a very well-written, fascinating, unpredictable narrative, so I don't want to spoil it. But obviously, this is all about being careful what you wish for. The grass is always greener on the other side. You don't know what you've got until you've lost it. And Shrek definitely thought that life was better the way it used to be. But then, as the narrative progresses, he realises exactly what it was that he valued in life. He just didn't realise it until he didn't have it anymore. And I think that's an absolutely fantastic message. I think every single person can benefit from being reminded that they may not be happy with their life, but there will be things that they would miss if they weren't there. And sometimes we need a little bit of a push to remember that, to realise that. Although things are drastically different for Shrek, it's also different for everybody else. For example, well, Puss in Boots is no longer wearing boots. I won't say anymore, but the animation of the cat is very entertaining. Donkey is in it, but he doesn't have the same relationship with Shrek. We have a lot of other characters that we know and love, but they're all slightly different. We also have other ogres, which is quite different and quite fascinating to see, to have more than just Shrek and Fiona as the ogres in the film, which is quite good fun. So I rather enjoyed it. I think it's beautifully animated. The narrative is very well written. The pacing is really great. The music in it is probably the weakest compared to the previous Shrek films. And that's not to say the music is bad. Absolutely not at all. But I feel like with the first Shrek film, the soundtrack is phenomenal. Second, really good. Third, not too bad. With this one, I feel like it's got the least memorable soundtrack. Although Donkey singing Tomorrow from Annie, I thought was pretty good. So we do have some good songs, just maybe not quite the quality of the previous three. But the first film, let's face it, really raised the bar very high. If you're a fan of Shrek and you haven't seen this, definitely check it out. Even if you've maybe seen the previous sequels and you didn't really care for them, I'd say still give this one a go. It feels a little bit different and not necessarily better, not necessarily worse, but it is a little bit different to the previous films. So even if you've maybe not loved the other sequels, but you're a Shrek fan, check out Shrek Forever After. I think it's a decent film. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I've seen it a few times now, and as I said at the beginning, I don't know where I'd rank it. I genuinely don't know how I'd rank. Obviously, Shrek 1, very, very top. After that, not so sure. This is maybe third or fourth. Maybe third place. I don't know. Either way, wherever I'm ranking it, Shrek Forever After is a really enjoyable film. And if you're a Shrek fan, I'd say it's definitely worth checking out.